Hard to believe a few hours ago we were over there somewhere. Way over there. On the promenade in Morecambe. I can hear an aircraft. I can't see it. Anyway, sitting here just taking it easy, and I think I'm about to get invaded by a dog. So we'll turn this off for a moment. Of course, sitting here in the daytime, you run the risk of being disturbed by people like I was with that dog. I thought he'd gone, then he come back again. But there are some things that I need to say, and this won't be a very long video this morning, but I basically need to explain about what's going to be going on with the channel. I've had a good long time to think, and to be quite honest, I think I've been suffering from burnout, because it's alright in the winter maybe trying to get a video out every week, one model railway and then another one. I haven't got anything else in the general line in the can, neither have I got any model railways at the moment. I've got to start getting restocked, but I haven't got enough stuff left to do unboxings every fortnight, and now I'm back working at the Kent and East Sussex every fortnight, twice a week. I really don't have time at the moment to devote to any model railway work. I thought I might have, but I haven't. It's just going to take too much out of me with editing and everything else. So for the time being, the model railways will take a little bit of a back seat. I have a couple of things coming, so there will be a couple of unboxings, and if and when I have the time to do something on the railway, I will do the odd model railway video. I know that may cost me some subscribers, and I'm prepared to accept that. I apologise to all of you that like watching my model railway videos, but you know, we're only human after all. And I've had a bad start to the year, and I mean a really bad start to the year. I'm not in a good place. I need to just recover myself, get myself back together again, and start getting the motion going. I'm just out of sequence with everything at the moment, so you have to bear with me. What I will be doing though, I will still be putting out a video once a fortnight, because that was my consistent form before, and I know people like consistency, so it will be one video a fortnight, as I always used to do. And if I get the time to do an odd extra, I might slip a bit of an extra in, but from now until the end of October at least, it's going to be once every fortnight. I will have some new things about this summer. I'm going to start filming again shortly, and there's a little mini theme developing in my head on the lines of, what if I just turn off here? And it's almost continuing from places you didn't know, but instead of really going off the beaten track and down the country lanes, it's going to be a case of, say we're going along a main road and there's a little turn off to the left or to the right, and there's a village just out of sight round the corner. So I'm hoping to visit places like Alceston, Selmiston, Hellingly, one or two other places around this summer, but I'm fast running out of places to go and film, to be honest. I'm almost going to have to start going round again from what I've done, but I've also got a couple of vague plans. I'm sitting here, I'm watching a yellow brimstone. I've not seen one of them in a long time. Nice butterflies they are. Yeah, as I say, I've got a couple of autobiographical ones to do more now. You've seen the ones I did about the farm at Battle and Grandad's Crowhurst. Hello. Another jet aircraft somewhere. Yeah. So I'm going to go back and take a look at where I was first lived. Where I was born, I can't do that because the hospital's closed and it's now housing estate, but I can certainly take a look at the places I lived in Hastings, and I'll be bringing memories back for at least one other person that I know. And then I'm going to do another one in Three Oaks, because for me that village is now dead, and I will explain that when I do the video. So there's a little bit to look forward to, plus later on in the year I'll be going to Chester and the Llangollen Railway and the Pontcysyllte Viaduct, and then later on to St David's and Dienbecher Pysgod, Tenby. So I'm going to have to check my pronunciation to see if I've got that right. Dienbecher Pysgod, which I think means little town of fish, but most people know it as Tenby. But I will double check that to make sure I got it right, because I do prefer to use the proper Welsh name if I can. So anyway, that's only a short video for this week, and but I needed to explain what's been going on and how I'm going to approach the rest of the summer. And it's not proving very easy getting myself back in sync, as it were, but I'm sure we'll get there. And this week that I've been away in the Lake District again, I've not done an awful lot of videoing, so there might not be too many programs coming out, and quite frankly it's rubbish compared to last time I was here in terms of the quality of stuff that I've done. Not the holiday, brilliant holiday, lovely sunshine, I can't complain, but it's hard trying to find new things to film when you're going back over old ground. But I think I've managed to get a different angle on a couple of places, and of course I've been able to get inside the churches, which I couldn't do before. So I'm a bit disappointed that there's no bird life out here to speak of. But then it's middle of the afternoon, so not surprising. I do have an update for you about another video. You might remember a couple of years or so back, I did a bit of investigative journalism because I discovered that the nuns' graves at Augustus Hare's old house at Homer St Mary in St Leonard's, Hastings, had been just abandoned to nature, and I felt that was disgusting. You remember I was able to have a look at some of the stuff that was there, including the original statue of Queen Anne, which stood outside St Paul's Cathedral, and I told you the story of how Augustus Hare found that and brought it down to Hastings. I went back week before last, and it had gone. But I have since been able to get in contact with somebody on the building site that knows a little bit about the matter. It has now, by all accounts, finally gone for restoration. And so I will be returning. I don't know how long it's going to take, a year, a couple of years, I don't know. But I will be returning when it's all done, because I've been told I will be welcome to come and have a look. In the meantime, as soon as the road that's being built by it is open for access, I will be taking a look at the graveyard again. So watch it for updates. Anyway, I won't bore you any longer. We'll see you in a fortnight's time, when I hope I will have the first of my little videos just turning off here. So do continue to watch if you want, but as always it's your free choice. But I do value everybody's support and thank you very much for it.